Hi guys, it's Katie and welcome to my channel today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. And if you are returning, welcome back, friend. Today's video is going to be part of the Heidi Ensemble DIY challenge for June, which has a summer theme. And I thought this was the perfect time to work on some fun DIY projects to kind of freshen up some of my spaces throughout my home. If you like the projects that I share with you guys today, I would really love it if you would think about subscribing and then hit that bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. My channel is full of fun DIYs, wood signs that I create for my Etsy and online shop, and a lot of other thrift flips and trash to treasure projects. As part of the DIY challenge, there is going to be a playlist full of all of the other DIYers who are spending their day sharing their fun projects with you guys today. So make sure you check out that link in the description box below, and then make sure you check out Heidi's page too. She has some awesome DIYs that she shares on her channel very regularly, and I love being able to put them on play and listen and watch while I'm crafting them. So let's head to my craft table and I'll share with you the 4 projects that I've got for you guys today. Thank you again for checking in, and I hope that you do return back and I can see you again in the future. First up, I've got this little glass jar that I think it came from the flower shop with some flowers, and I took it outside and spray painted it white, and then I'm going to put the Waverly chalk paint that you can get at Walmart on there. Now the reason why I spray painted it is just kind of gives a base coat and something for that chalk paint to stick to. I find that it helps it stick to glass so much easier by doing that, and so that's why I spray painted it. And you'll see later on I do the same thing with the next project too. And then I'm just putting a nice little even coat of white chalk paint on there, and then I'm going to let it dry. I did share at the beginning, they're kind of quick, some fun little lemons sprigs that I'm going to add to this. Now that it's all completely dry, I'm just going to wrap some twine around there. And I started out by adding a little bit of glue, hot glue, to kind of hold it. And I did go along the top, and it just kind of helped hold it in place. But it was kind of tedious, and I finally just decided to go ahead and wrap it around there multiple times so that it filled in the space as best that I could. I got tired of trying to fiddle with the glue and the twine. So I just wrapped it all the way around there. And I apologize if you hear noises in the back. We are kitten sitting, and it is into everything. You forget those little things when you have big cats that know better. So back to the project. I'm just wrapping the twine around here, and then I'm just going to hot glue the end to make sure that it is stuck. I always try to keep all of the glass, anything, even you've probably seen me in previous videos do things with pickle jars. I like to keep all of that stuff, and putting a little coat of spray paint and then some chalk paint really kind of freshens it up. So now I'm just using some floral foam that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm trimming off those lemon sprigs. I kind of felt like that was not really high enough. And I have to say, these lemon sprigs I picked up at a local craft store maybe last year, and they were fairly expensive, and I know they probably weren't on sale. They are kind of awful for the price that I paid for them. So once I got my lemon sprigs in there, I did add a little bit of reindeer moss to that just to kind of cover up that floral foam a little bit, and it turns out to be so stinking cute. So now I've got this candlestick that's also from the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure that the rope came from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And again, I took that out and spray painted it white just to kind of give it a base coat to make sure that the chalk paint has something to stick to. And then I painted it up as well. Now for this, I'm so excited with how this project turns out. I have these 2 little wooden pieces. I actually cut these out on my laser cutting machine, but I'm sure that if you were at a craft store, you could probably find these round wood cutouts. These are about an 1/8 inch thick, just the way that I cut them out. And I'm just going to paint the top, like the one side and the edges of both of them, because I'm going to be putting the rope in between, and so you won't really see it. Now, I'll show you when we get to that point, but I'm going to let them dry. And then I'm going to add the rope. Now I've seen these pedestals with the wood beads inside, and I do definitely want to make one of those sometime too. But I also saw one with a rope and I thought it was so cute. So I just put the hot glue around the edges and then add the rope. I should have made the rope go out a little bit closer to the edges because I didn't paint that bottom part that I'm gluing it to. And I just, I also went around the hole outside, and then I did another layer, and then I added just a little bit of rope on the inside as well, because I didn't want there to be like any concaving or anything. I wanted there to be some good sturdy holding it up. Now, I would say if you're going to use a larger piece of wood, if you're going to make this bigger, I would get thicker rope, because this really is pretty thin rope. It turns out to be perfect, like I said, but oh my gosh, it just is so cute. So I'm just kind of adding that other little bit of rope in there just to add some stability there. That's the word I was looking for. And now that I've got that on there, I'm going to glue that together and make a little sandwich. Oh my goodness, I'm really excited with how this one turned out. I love making these little pedestals for so many things, but see how you can see the rope? And again, like I said, I think that you could probably have pushed it out a little bit further to the edge, but I just kind of went in with my paintbrush and added a little bit more. Now to adhere the glue or the candlestick, I actually used E6000. I feel like that has a little bit more stability with the glass on the wood. And then I just pressed it into the middle there and then let it dry for a little bit. I'm going to obviously let it dry longer, but how cute is that pedestal? Oh my gosh, it's so stinking cute. Now I'm getting eaten by a cat. I don't know, can you guys hear the motor? How cute is that? How cute is that? Now these were also at the Dollar Tree, and they are a little wooden game, and I saw someone else do this, so this was not my idea, but I saw someone else paint these up. I thought about taking it apart, but you can see I'm having quite a bit of trouble trying to get it apart, so I thought, what the heck, I don't care. I'm just going to paint it up because I didn't care if it came apart. Now the second one that I painted this one with white Waverly chalk paint, and I did 2 coats to make sure it all covered up. The second one I painted in the Waverly Maize color, and it also took 2 coats, but it was trying to fall apart on me, so I had to be really careful. This one I could not get apart, and the other one was falling apart and wouldn't stay together, so FYI. I just decided to paint it because I knew that I was never going to let anybody play with it or take it apart, so then I didn't have to deal with trying to put it back together. But really, for $1 and a little bit of paint, it just is kind of a fun little decorative piece that I feel is very high end. Now for this project, this is another quick and easy one. I picked up one of these little wood, not even wood, they're cardboard signs at the Dollar Tree, and then these placemats. I got the placemats last summer, but I did see somebody post that they have them again, the lemon theme again, and I was saving them, and let's be real, people, I'm never going to use placemats or set a fancy table. I got the matching plates, and I used them one time, and my friends and I ate fried chicken from the store on it. I mean, seriously, I'm not that fancy. I don't know what I was thinking, but they're cute. So the other thing that I would probably do, and I just didn't think about it, is I think I would have painted that cardboard thing white first off, because you can see through the placemat, the layer of the placemat. But for where it's at and what I'm doing with it, it really doesn't matter. So I Mod Podged it onto the front, and it just wasn't strong enough to hold. So I ended up using hot glue and staples on the side. The staples were just kind of more for keeping those ends tight around the edge there. And then the hot glue just kind of held everything in place. And then I just kind of wrap everything up and hot glue it again. Don't staple to the front part, because then you're gonna have to take that staple out because it goes all the way through. Duh, Katie, come on. Oh my gosh. But anyway, this just made for a cute little decorative piece. I'm not going to put any wording or anything on it. I just kind of want that lemon to be in the background on my wall. And then I wanted, this is a very cheesy project, but I really wanted to have something on there that said a little something, and I really wasn't in the mood for pulling out my Cricut, so I found this little chalkboard that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I got a chalk marker. I will link a better chalk marker. This one is from a company that I don't care to share with you guys. Anyway, so there's the bigger marker that I'm going to link up in my Amazon store. So if I can share any of the projects with you guys, that they will be linked in my Amazon store. But they turned out to be so stinking cute, and now my shelf has a fun little lemon refresh. I love it. It's so cute, and it just pulls all those cute colors together, and it's perfect. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed these projects, and I hope to see you all again in the future. And again, make sure you check out the playlist and everybody else that's decorating and sharing DIYs with you guys today. And thank you especially to Heidi.